Here in Milwaukee, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Milwaukee Brewers with my partner. All right, we'll be back to get this one. And today's starter, Brandon Woodruff. What's the word on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup here. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
One down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Collectively, they're swinging the bats really well right now, Chris, scoring a lot of runs.
Indeed, it seems to be contagious right now. Top to bottom of this lineup, they just seem to be feeding off of one another. One thing I watched in their batting practice is, although they've been scoring a lot of runs lately, they're still paying attention to the details. A lot of balls back up the middle the other way, and that's really the building block for great offensive production.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Oh, that fastball drilled him. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. And a 1-2 again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Vladdy went deep twice in his last game. Next offering is fouled back. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground right side, flips it, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the starter for Toronto, Dylan Cease, saying he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Here's the 0-1. Up the middle, hauls it in, 1 away. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Big challenge for them today as they take on a pitcher who brings electric stuff and really racks up the strikeouts.
Yeah, it's crucial to make good contact against a pitcher like this. You might not get many pitches to hit, and it might be the first pitch, so you got to be prepared from the start. Early, consistent contact is going to improve their chances.
Popped in the air, left field, and there's 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Sal Frelick. That one ripped. And that'll do it. Back here in Milwaukee. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. He's coming off a 3-hit game in Sunday's series finale. Barger getting the start at third. He made his major league debut when he was 24 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2018. Got him swinging.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
No score here in the second. And a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now at the plate, Jesus Sanchez. Yo one. Popped up left side. Rengifo has a beat on it. And there are 2 down.
Batting in, the second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Swings over the top of that one. Okamoto, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Inside, ball 1.
In the air, right field. Chourio on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom half of inning number 2. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Breaking ball through there for a strike. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike.
That ball's foul.
That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it.
Oh, this is deep to left center, way back there, on its way, gone.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, bottom half of inning number 2. Bounce to the left side. Whips it to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. And first offering is fouled off. Two runs across in the inning here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that one is lifted in the air. Straw on his way over. That's out number 2.
Ball inside.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Ripped to right. And that's the 3rd out. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Out towards right center field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, number 3, Miles Straw.
Base hit center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Hit by a pitch his first time up. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But plenty of time to recover, and that's the 2nd out.
Sweet play there. Not sure he needed the barehanded, but third baseman loved making that play.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr., his dad a Hall of Famer. Jr. debuted at the age of 20 back in 2019, and then in April of 2025 signed that monster 14-year, $500 million deal. Hard hit left side, and that ends the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Outside.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And that's ball 1. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And a foul ball. Stays alive. Here's a 1-2. To third, Barger. Throws to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Back to the... for the Milwaukee order. And now it's William Contreras.
Aye!
Way out front for strike 2.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Tipped into the mid, strike 3.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. That one to first, and that chance handled, and it gets by him. So a man in first. Next for Milwaukee, Sal Freeland. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe in second, and easily steals the bag.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first.
Yeah.
Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
What a stop to first. What a play. Inning over. Brewers strand 1. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Well, these Jays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Ranging back. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
This one in the air, center field. Freeland under it. 2 up, 2 down. And next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 1 so far. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the 4th, Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
Hey!
Swings through that one for strike 2. Got it. One gone here. Sliced hard but foul. And that one hammered. But that's a foul ball. And he'll shoot. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Next for the Brewers, Andrew Vaughn.
He's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
On the ground to third. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is that. Back here at American Family Field. An impressive outing so far, Singy picking up right where he left off.
Yeah, he's pitching with feel right now, Boo. You can see it in the way he's navigating this lineup.
Swing and a ground ball. In time to Vaughn. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's Andres Jimenez. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Blue Jays down a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Comes up empty.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, number 3, Miles Straw.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Man at second. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away.
In this game, you got to take what the other team is giving you. And right there, they were giving him a steal of third base. Didn't check his lead. Catcher doesn't throw very well. So you got to take that back. Get your team that much closer to scoring a run.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Up and in, and it's 3-2. Dalton Varsho in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Struck him out looking. Huge strikeout there. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the inning, Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. Just missed.
Well, these Brewers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Liner caught at second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Ripped to right, base hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see.
Runner on the go. Line drive, base hit down the line. Into third now, so runners at the corners and 1 out.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel. And you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
This one could be extra bases. 1 run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they lead by 3. 1 out. Runner at second. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Now he breaks his bat. Oh, no, he threw it home.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
And there's 2 down. Slider for a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Out towards right center field. Varsho on the move. Makes the catch. Inning over. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. So up next, Dalton Varsho.
The center fielder, number 5, Dalton Varsho.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, these Blue Jays, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
That's ball 2.
This one in the air, center field. Freeland on his way over. Then there's one down.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And that one fouled off. The Brewers leading by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. So Vladdy Jr. strikes out. Here's the third baseman, Addison Barger.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Two down, nobody on. And he grounds one to the right side. A sliding stop. And that's a great play for the out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 9, James Bauer.
Fair ball. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Pulls that one foul. Into the outfield base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So digging in, Luis Rengifo.
Nope.
Grounder off the pitcher. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play. 1 for 2. Line shot into the gap should score at least one. One run across, coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and the lead is up to 5. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays. New pitcher now for the Jays, Braden Fisher. He's making his second appearance of the season.
Hey!
Ripped to short. Slings to first in time. William Contreras digs in now.
Ball 1.
Gonna count 1 and 2. A dive. Nice stop. Throw to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Proof right there.
Back here at American Family Field. Well, Siggy, we featured him at the top of the show, and wow, what a performance so far.
Yeah, from the first pitch, he's been in full command. No drama, just results out there. Yet another stellar outing and likely victory.
Bounces into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Manager out of the dugout. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Jared Kenny. He's been someone, at least in the early going, that they've leaned on. Here's the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Here comes the 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Brandon Sproat, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. That one ripped, but foul. Here's a 1-2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become...
Runner on the move. Line into right center field. That's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. So up next, Andres Jimenez. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Koenig to second, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, number 3, Miles Straw.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right, out of play. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
The 0-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Two on, 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Good job of damage control right there. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the 7th, Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
I'm impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
0-2 now.
Ball.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And they'll do it again. The 1-2. Outside corner. Got him looking.
Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Well struck right field. That's back there. And it is gone.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Chorio now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. He's already homered in this game. Oh, great stop. Over to first. On the money. Nice play. In the air to left center. And that is the third out of the inning. Another run for Milwaukee with the homer. Back here at American Family Field. Ready to begin the eighth. Dalton Varsho getting ready to hit. That one fouled off. And the lefty with the 0-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's carrying. And that one is off the wall. Pulls into second. That's a double to start the eighth.
Up next is
So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
One pitch and one out. So now with one away and a man at second. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. 0 for 3 in this one. Ripped on the ground to second. Slings to first. And there's 2 away. Here comes the manager out of the D.L. Hall taking over on the mound.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters. This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Freeland on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And we're back. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Nope, that's inside.
Two now. And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
no batter
At the plate, David Hamilton. That's in there. 0-1. That one missed. Clips the corner. That is strike 2. There's a line drive to left field. Base hit. And out to aboard.
Ball, that's down.
That's in there. Strike 1. In the air, right field, pretty well struck, carrying well. And he makes the play on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. Up now from Milwaukee, William Contreras. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see on the mound now, Tommy Nance. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And it's in there for strike one.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Check swing called strike. 0-2 now. Got him looking for the strikeout.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
2 on, 2 outs. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Couple of strikeouts.
Back here in Milwaukee, all set to start the ninth in this one. Jesus Sanchez now at the plate. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and that's out of play, a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's
Activity
outside.
in the bullpen. Aaron Ashby, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Sproat getting loose as well. And a big swing and a miss.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Good job to fight that one off. In the air, left field, Lockridge makes his way towards it, reaching for it, makes the catch. This ball's chopped to the ground, and foul ball. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Foul ball. The 0-2. That one way inside. On the ground, right side. Terang over to first in time. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here. 2 down, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Andres Jimenez. Foul ball there. And that is out of play. Paul is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
7-2 your final here today.